Hello YouTube, Byron at Splitting Slices. Well, it is Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, and that means we have a 2 for Tuesday video to do. This is an open tag response to Tom over at Knife Delights. And I also want to shout out a fellow channel, John over at JO Ventures Outdoors. John, I received your sack pack stickers today. Thank you very much for getting those out in the mail to me, so I appreciate that. I want to do two other channel shout outs while I'm at it. The first one is over at Mike's Knives. Mike and his wife, Mrs. C, been going through some health issues lately. I haven't seen Mike a whole lot in the live streams. Just want to let you know we miss you, buddy. We hope you can make it back to many of the streams soon. And best of luck to both you and Mrs. C. And finally, I want to shout out Pete over at Jersey Knife Guy. Pete did a fantastic Swiss Army knife video today. Showed us about 10 of his models. Went through them in detail. And he's got some good ones over there, folks. So if you haven't checked out his channel, what are you waiting for? He's got one heck of a collection of blades and willing to share and talk about them. So that's Pete over at Jersey Knife Guy. Thanks for the video today, Pete. All right, so today I want to talk about some Swiss Army knives. I guess two of my favorites. It's two that I have in my collection. I don't have very many, and quite frankly, I haven't held very many of them, so I've got a whole nother area of knife collecting that I could get into if I would examine in detail all of the possible Swiss Army knife models and makes. But I have two of my favorites here, so let's go through them today. Now, the first one is the Victorinox Swiss Army 2. This is a 94 millimeter bodied knife. Has the aluminum Alox scales, very well textured on both sides. Has the emblem on it, and if you open up the knife, it is called the Swiss Army 2 because it has two blades. The first blade is the main blade, stainless steel. It is about 2 3/4 inches long with a 2 3/8 cutting surface. Is stainless. And if we open up the second blade, we have what they call their pruning blade. It's what I typically call a half hawk, but it is used for pruning and gardening work, as well as it's a really nice blade for opening packages. So I find that the Swiss Army 2 knife is just the perfect summer carry. It's very thin since it's just a one-layer knife. The Alox scales are thin. The overall weight of the knife is only 1.7 ounces, so it's perfect even if you had to carry a knife in a bathing suit. This is the perfect summer carry. The Swiss Army 2 Alox by Victorinox. Now, I heard rumored that these might or may be discontinued soon. I am not sure of that, but retail value on these is around $32 to $35 if you can find them. Hard to pick up in the States, but they are available overseas. And of course, the IBAC factory store would certainly have them. So this is the Swiss Army 2. All right, and as I close this one, we'll start talking about the second knife. The second knife is the Victorinox Sportsman model. Now, this is an 84 millimeter or 3.3 inches overall length knife. When it has two layers of tools. And that's about where this knife ends, because there's been some custom work done to this knife by Daniel Bridge of Bladebridge Knives in the UK. He has a website. You can message him on that website if you're interested in taking a look at any of his custom builds or possibly having one done yourself. But you can see if his books are open and talk to him yourself on that. I was lucky enough to win this as a giveaway win on the Slipjoint Sawyer Thrifty Kaniffy live stream show that was done earlier this year. And Daniel was kind enough to donate this knife to the channels and give it away as a giveaway package. So what we have here is the Sportsman. Now it has four main blades, so let's go ahead and open these up and we'll talk about them here in a second. It has the main blade. It has the can opener and cap lifter. It has the combination screwdriver and bottle opener, and it has a file. and that's the 4 main blades on side A of the knife. Now these look a little different because as part of the customization on this knife, Daniel acid etched all 4 of these main blades, and then on the main blade, if you can see it here, I don't know if it'll focus, but you should at least be able to see, he has laser engraved his company logo, Bladebridge knives, on the main blade. So just a really unique customization, and I think the acid etch gives it a really cool stone-washed look and appearance, and just a fantastic look on this. Now while I have it open, I'm going to go ahead and show you the second main customization that was done, was that he took this entire knife apart and replaced the stainless liners with brass. And so you can see the 2 brass liners on either side, and then replaced the scales and completely rebuilt the knife from the ground up. Now the final 2 bladed tools on this knife are on side B. You have the corkscrew, and then you have the combination reamer and awl with the sewing eye. And that's there. Both of those centered in the knife. And then the final 3 tools are of course located on the end of most Swiss Army knives. You have the key ring, and then you have the tweezers and the toothpick. So this is the Victorinox Sportsman, an 84-inch Swiss Army knife, multi-tool, and just a great 5th pocket carry for any time during the year. So again, I want to thank both Slipjoint Sawyer, Thrifty Kaniffy, and Daniel Bridge of Bladebridge Knives for that custom knife. All right, well, those are my 2 favorite sacks. I hope you're willing to share yours in a video soon. So this is Byron from Splitting Slices saying, please split a slice with a friend soon. And until the next one, take care, everyone.